Hello Emil, and thank you for accepting the invitation. Could you please tell me since when you have the car and why did you choose it?
I picked up the car about, let's see, 3 weeks ago, and I've driven about 3,000 kilometers since then. My previous car was a Nissan Leaf with a 40 kilowatt hour battery, and before that I was driving electric as well, so for a total of 9 years now. And the car before the Leaf was the Renault Zoe. So this is quite an upgrade from the Nissan, which was already quite an upgrade from the Renault. It's bigger, it's more comfy, it's more quiet, this car. The online and app features and autopilot's just amazing. Already made one big trip with it to Luxembourg, just came back from that yesterday. And it was just amazing to see how easy everything was with the supercharging, which I actually didn't even need, because I could just drive to Luxembourg on one battery. But just mind-boggling if you're used to 9 years of driving with a limited range and limited fast charging capabilities. As soon as you come over the Dutch border with non-Tesla, then you have to figure out which cards you need, which apps you need, and you find out that Germany and UK and Belgium, that it's just harder to find chargers, even though it's getting a lot better in the last few years. And then compared to the Nissan and the Renault, this Tesla charges about 7 times faster or so. It's just amazing.
So it's a big upgrade for you.
Everything is an upgrade. Performance is an upgrade, the comfort is an upgrade, the space is an upgrade, the fast charging is so much faster, the range is double.
How many kilometers you drive with full charge?
Well, hardly ever, because the charge is so enormous. So normally I just charge it up until 80% at home on my solar panels. And then you get about 400 or 500 kilometers of range, which is enough to get you to Luxembourg on one battery. 3,000 kilometers apparently now on the odometer. One big trip, and so just starting to check out how to make bigger trips, because I knew that with the Leaf and the Zoe you couldn't go really further than just across the border of Germany and Belgium to Antwerp and Düsseldorf, and beyond that it's just you can do it, but it's more of a challenge, more of an adventure. This is non-adventurous at all. It's just like driving a gasoline car in that respect.
And which model did you choose?
So this is a Model Y long range, and the only things I added were the bigger 20-inch turbine wheels and the wide interior. And maybe in the future I'll do the performance upgrades, maybe an autopilot FSE upgrade once it gets more to a level where I'd like to see it. Didn't go for the performance model because this is already enormous, the amount of power this thing has. So didn't feel the need for the performance really. It also has more harsh suspension compared to the normal one, I guess.
There are also things you don't like about the car?
Well, some things. If I turn on the autopilot, I can't really go above the maximum speed, which is displayed here. But this speed database is not always up to date. It usually is on the highway, so that works really well there. But the autopilot is so good that you can use it on a lot of regional and smaller roads, and even in town on the streets. It's amazing. But sometimes there in those regions, then the speed database, maximum speed, doesn't seem up to date. So it wants to drive 30 when you can do 50, or it wants to do 70 when you can do 110. Stuff like that is a bit annoying, but the other cars didn't even have the possibility to go on autopilot there. You can still use cruise control though, and select whatever speed you like. I'm sure, and that's the cool thing of course by Tesla, knowing that I have the thing for 3 weeks, and I already had 3 software updates where they continuously come up with new updates and upgrades. So it will get solved, I'm sure about that. And that's about it, I guess. I gotta really think hard about what I don't like. I mean, I was afraid that the suspension would be too harsh. Looking at the reviews, but I don't know if they changed something, but I don't think the suspension is harsh at all. Of course, Holland has generally immensely smooth roads, so maybe that's a factor. But even if you're driving over cobbly roads, it's not that noisy, it's not harsh. I find it really comfortable. It's just a bit more sporty than the Nissan Leaf, which is really comfy. Not sporty suspension at all. The Renault Zoe was immensely sporty. This is a lot more comfy than that. I guess it can always be better. You can't tune it, it's a fixed suspension, but the way it is now, I really like it. You can drive sporty with it, and it's still comfy. I'm fine with this the way it is. So, yeah.
So no complaints about it?
No.
And do you have any tips and tricks to share?
My tips would be, before you buy a Tesla, look at all the videos that they send you beforehand, and look at all the YouTube videos from other users.
Is this your dream car?
Yeah, I guess so. I love the Model S, the way it looks. I think the Model S looks nicer. It looks more sleek and sporty. But then, because it's so low and wide and big and beautiful, then it's so hard to park it anywhere. I don't need a wide, long car stretched out like that. This is like the perfect combination of still being roomy inside, immensely roomy, and have a lot of baggage space, but still be, you know, practical, compact enough from the outside.
And Model X is nothing for you? Or?
No. I've seen a video of somebody that sold his Model X and bought a Model Y, and he shared his thoughts about the differences, and basically pretty much every aspect the Model Y is an upgrade. Except when you want to take more people along. If you have the 6-7 seater version, you can't do that in here. Well, unless you have the 7-seater version, which is still not sold here, and you have two babies you want to put in the back. You know, that's something you can do with Model Y. But the Model X is really a multi-person car. That's ideal for that. And this, if you're with 5 people or less, then you have more baggage space here. You have a more compact car from the outside. You can, depending on the model, probably charge faster, or probably Model X plate probably charge as fast as well. I don't know about that. It's a lot more expensive, harder to park again. So I wouldn't change it for an X at all. It will be less practical unless you have, you know, a 6-seater and you have a lot of people you want to transport.
And I know there are people that they are complaining about the Tesla build quality. Do you have any issue when you buy it?
No, I do not have any issues with it at all. I was aware of some people, especially when they buy a Tesla that's first off the line or a new factory, that they find some weird panel gaps, or there's something rattling inside. But I was also aware that the Shanghai factory, the cars that they pump out are really well built now. They really got the hang of it. So when I picked it up as well, I checked everything out. I didn't see any weird panel gaps. When you're driving, just like you experienced over a bit rougher roads, there's nothing rattling. Nothing is resetting, breaking down. So it seems really good so far.
And did you buy it through Tesla or via an?
Yeah,
I don't know, like
directly via Tesla. I'm not sure if I used the app or on the web browser, but it took me about a minute, and then I ordered it myself online. That's it. Just waited for the confirmation and that they sent me that it was ready to be picked up. It's really easy experience. I live in Lelystad.
And how is there the?
Well, I never used it in Holland. No, that's not true. I used it in Limburg when I went to to Luxembourg. But the closest one is here, just across the border in Almere, I think. Oh, this is some in Emmeloord. So there's a bit of a gap there. But I don't need a fast charger. There's a couple of Fastnet chargers and Shell chargers, and they're fine. And I always charge at home, and then I get like 400 or 500 kilometers of range. It doesn't matter. Even at the supercharger, if your battery is really low, you can charge 100 kilometers in 5 minutes. So that's the entire range that I had on my Renault Zoe 9 years ago. I can add that to this battery in 5 minutes. It's just
mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing.
Would you recommend Tesla of this car to someone else? And if yes, why?
I would definitely recommend Tesla to anybody really. I mean, if you're looking into driving electric, then Tesla is of course the only one with the superb network of superchargers, and Tesla is also the only one with this kind of performance. It just doesn't get old. It depends of course on your budget, and Tesla will get cars into lower budgets in the coming years. It will come. But compared to comparable cars with the same features, this is fully packed with stuff that other cars don't have. I mean, it's really easy to use this beautiful interface, which is like an iPhone or any other smartphone, which we're all used to. It's you don't have to think with big trips about charging, because the interface will let you know that you can go via these and these and these superchargers, and you can even pick other fast chargers from other brands which are also in the interface. That makes it so easy. And also they don't overcharge you. They have their own network, but the price that they ask is about the same price that you pay for just a normal charging level 2 charging spot in town, which that's so competitive, So Tesla, they don't let you worry about the chicken or the egg, like are there enough chargers already for the amount of electric cars. It doesn't matter, they just build their own, and they keep on updating it. If there's something wrong, they think, oh, this interface, why is this so weird? It doesn't matter, they'll fix it, they upgrade it, they listen to their users, and because it's online all the time, because it's all software, they always look at how people use it and fix stuff. Look at this. It's just added it. It's just added this beautiful camera, and I'm used to it now, and it makes it so much safer. I don't have to go, oh, is there somewhere in my dead spot? I can just look there, and it's completely clear. I use my mirror, check the display, and I'm safe. And they really try to make it not even the most easy car to use with the most easy way to charge it. They also try to make it the safest cars that are sold. For years already, they're the safest cars you can find. And this stuff and the autopilot stuff, all the interactive dynamic software features, but also how they build it in crashworthiness, it's just not comparable. They are years ahead of their competition.
Just for that you choose a Tesla instead of Ioniq 5 or Skoda Enyaq. They are ahead of.
There's an Enyaq right there, and it's a beautiful car. And I looked at the Ioniq 5. I love the looks of that car. They really try to hit it out of the park by giving it that retro modern look. I really like the way they think there, and also their hardware features. It's a good car. Nothing wrong with it. I wouldn't mind, recommending that car to other people as well, as far as I know the car. But still, I think, because of the charging network, because of the software updates you're doing, because of the potential of the robo-taxi, the full self-driving features that are about to come in the next years, that makes it so much more exciting to drive a Tesla. And Hyundai is, concerning just driving electric, they're also ahead of other legacy automakers, except for Tesla, I think. But in terms of the full self-driving and the software upgradability, and I mean, even the Ioniq 5 doesn't have this beautiful display with all these features. So for me, Tesla is still on top, but it's nice to see other brands trying really hard and making very nice and cool looking products.
Like also the e-tron, there's the Audi on the left.
Yeah, that's a beautiful car. Oh,
but yeah,
sexy.
it's also 3-4 times maybe the price of the Tesla.
Yeah.
So like you say, and yeah, you need to look first your budget, and after.
And I'm a gadget freak, so if I'm here, I really get excited for this shit. And that Audi or the Porsche, it's just amazing, beautiful car from the outside. It's sleek, the performance is great, even though it's not that much faster than a Model S Plaid, or actually not faster at all, I think. Maybe in top speed. But when you're inside, it's nice, it's okay, it's much more conventional. I like this much more than having a conventional inside interior. But still, it's just sexy as hell, that car, it's beautiful.
So you are playing karaoke in...
Well, I was trying to figure it out, but then it only has, with the duets, it only had the Dutch songs. And I wanted to do English songs. So I think I have to change the whole mother language, you know. I'm not sure about that. But it has karaoke. And you can do it while driving. I mean, you have to tell it that you're a passenger, but you can do it. You turn on the autopilot.
And do you use like Netflix and all this?
Well, I love it. I mean, I'll turn it on, and because the sound is fucking amazing. I didn't even talk about that. Every time you tell somebody about a Tesla, like, oh, didn't show it, and didn't tell them about this. Because I never use it, because I'm never supercharging, because I have so much fucking range.
Yeah.
You know?
4,500 square feet.
Also big screen, so yeah.
Yeah, let's see if this is...
This is unheard in the history of the space program.
Actually, that's not very old.
Ladies and gentlemen.
4 baths. If you...
Yeah, can I ask you?
I'm getting so far. I'm going to Hello.
They got Disney Plus nowadays as well. They added that, and you know, you can have a megaphone outside. You can fart outside. You can have.
La cucaracha, yeah.
And then you have these games here, so cool. I love beach bugging. I think that works. Well, let's do it. Which car has this?
Those are Teslas.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Probably a pin code again. Oh, that works. Bam! Ah! Except me. Probably chill now. I don't know. It's the only thing I do. I just love it. But this is also a feature that I haven't seen on any other car. I don't know actually about that. The biohazard function.
Oh yeah.
You can clean the car and clean the
No,
air.
that's on it's only Tesla. Or do you have the
Yeah,
dog
but not
mode
Model 3
of
though.
all this stuff?
Model 3 doesn't have it because it doesn't. The filter isn't. It can't make it big enough.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You can dog mode, of course, camp mode, and you can heat it wiper blades, the area where they rest on, to defrost them basically.
Yeah. No, they are endless.
Yeah. And even 3
option.
heated seats in the back.
Oh, you get it also that one, yeah.
Even the middle one.
Thank you very much for your feedback. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment the video, and see you soon.